What's up everybody, another beautiful day in the Dragon House, and today we're taking a look at heroic Rashok The Elder in the new raid Aberrus, the Shadowed Crucible. Now I'll be going over all the mechanics, how they work, and how to deal with them. Now keep in mind this is PTR, so things can change or be reworked, but if they are, I will revisit this guide. Now the main mechanic of the fight are the searing slams and lava reservoirs. Now throughout the fight, boss will target a player and slam down on them a few seconds later. This deals damage to the entire raid regardless of that player's location. However, they also spawn a lava sphere or lava reservoir where the boss slams them, and these deals ticking damage if you stand in them, but more importantly, they last forever. And each lava reservoir increases searing slam raid damage by 50%. And on top of this, anytime boss searing slams, each reservoir will spawn lava blobs that travel across the room, and they deal a metric ton of damage if you get hit by one. And you die if you get hit by two. Trust me. And to top this off, if searing slam hits an existing reservoir, everyone dies. So the name of the game is to keep all of them as stacked as possible in one part of the room without accidentally slamming an old reservoir and wiping the raid. So have fun. Now for example, you can build out reservoirs from one of the corners of the room. Kinda like rats, they also drop their in the corner, and then just keep placing new slams near the old without overlapping, and it'll make dodging all the fire blobs a lot easier.
But wait, there's more.
Doom Flame, which spawns several shadowy flame circle that needs to be soaked or everyone in the raid takes a ton of damage. Players that soak the circle will get a dot that lasts for 25 seconds and stacks, so make sure it runs out before you soak new circles or assign a rotation of soakers, with backups in case one player gets the searing slam. Now the boss also spawns a meteor style soak in front of him, dealing around 2 million damage split between players. Players who don't soak this instead takes 250k damage regardless, so just soak it forehead, you'll take damage anyways. Now during testing, this worked a bit differently. If I recall correctly, if you soaked it, you took flat damage. If you didn't soak it, you got a dot instead, so it felt more like you had the choice of taking upfront damage or staggered. But the journal says differently, and they updated it recently, so I'm not sure which it will end up with. Regardless, most likely just soak forehead. Now the boss also casts a huge frontal cone called Shadow Lava Blast. Seem to target a random player, so you can bait this towards a wall to make it easier. And finally, throughout the fight, Rashok gathers energy, and at 100 energy, you die. However, if you pull him into the middle of the room before that, or the conduit as they call it, Intermission Trigger, boss starts draining energy and won't move until his energy is depleted. Now during this, the raid takes a ton of ticking damage, and the boss will also spawn volatile explosions, which are lines of swirls. Swirls are bad, and when his energy reaches zero, everyone gets knocked back and phase 1 starts again. Now our timing for this during testing was usually following the third searing slam or right after the Shadow Lava Blast frontal cone. So you'd bait the cone away from the middle, then everyone rushes to the middle with boss. Rinse, repeat. But yeah, keep in mind that there's ever increasing raid damage due to all the lava reservoirs combined with meteor soaks, small circle soaks, or when the enhancement shaman eats fire blobs and needs direct healing. But just focus on placing your searing slams and lava reservoirs correctly without blowing everyone up. Soak meteors and small circles. Move boss to middle after the third searing slam or after the Shadow Lava Blast, and prepare for tons of raid damage during the intermission. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Rashok on heroic. Now let me know what you think about this fight. And if you have any questions at all about this encounter, hit me up in the comments or become a patron or Twitch sub and get access to the stanky Discord, where you can get help with anything raiding related. I'm also streaming all of my raid progression on Twitch, so make sure to check that out. And don't forget the usual stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.